everybody, it's Chris E's, and on the line is Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. Starting off with a quick movie review, I went and saw Belle, which I'd heard good things about, so I thought I would go check it out. And delightfully, I went to check it out on Saturday when we were having a snowstorm here in the city, and so the subways were running a little slow, but it was fine, and the theater was actually surprisingly crowded. I guess people wanted to just go to the movies when it's all snowy, but I wouldn't have left my house, but I was hoping it would be less crowded. But the building was crowded, but the actual theater playing Belle only had like 5 or 6 people in it, which is ideal. And it turns out it is actually a good movie. Basically, it's the story of a troubled teenager named Suzu, who has been miserable ever since her mother died when she was a little girl, and she finds a new life in a online virtual community called You. And the rules of this virtual reality world are not really explained. They don't really make a lot of sense, but it's fine, because who cares? Just ignore that part. And she finds success there as a beautiful singer, because she can't sing in reality because of her dead mother, but in here she's free and she finds that she can sing again. And then it sort of takes a detour and becomes a remake of Beauty and the Beast, literally. And then the Beast storyline becomes its own thing, and then the movie shifts focus and gets a little dark, and then it becomes something else. But then in the end it all kind of comes together. And I will say that, I shed a tear or two. It did touch my heart. I am a sucker, so it worked. But my only complaint with it is that it is a bit long, and it is a little bit unfocused. Which is weird for an animated movie, because all that stuff's got to be drawn, and it is beautifully drawn. So you want to focus it in your storyboards so that you're not making people draw stuff that they don't need to. Don't waste the energy. So I feel like it could have gone through a little bit more tightening, because it does it starts strong, and then it becomes slightly unfocused, and then it just sort of goes off on different tangents, and it's sort of like, it does bring everything back together at the end for a satisfying conclusion, but I feel like it could have been tightened up a little and maybe shortened by about 15-20 minutes. That's just me. But it's still good, and I recommend it. As for games, I know that quite a lot of you out there are playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, because I can tell from my Switch friends list when I play Animal Crossing, and everybody else. I'm literally surprised when someone is playing something other than Pokemon right now. I was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you playing Pokemon? Well, because I'm not playing Pokemon, obviously. I've said this before in previous episodes, that I've been wary of it. But also the other reason why I didn't get Pokemon is because Horizon Forbidden West comes out in a couple of weeks, and that's what I'm super excited for. So I decided to wait, as I said in previous episodes, I've decided to wait and play that, because I know that's going to be awesome. As opposed to Pokemon, where I'm like, I don't know. Although, I have read a lot of stuff online, and it does appear that this is a different kind of Pokemon game. Because I got really tired of playing the literal same game every single time. I would try it, and it's like, here's new graphics, here's new Pokemon, here's breeding, here's shiny Pokemon, whatever. And I'm like, but at the core, it's still the exact same game as the very first one, where you get a starter, you go out, you collect Pokemon, you level them up, you battle these idiots standing on the side of the road that you can't get past until you fight them, then you battle gym leaders, and you collect gym badges, and then you catch a legendary Pokemon, and everything is glorious. And I just get so bored after a certain point, because it's the same game again, with a new coat of paint, and I can't do it. But this one, Pokemon Legends Arceus, it's, open world, and you go around, and yes, you are collecting Pokemon, and yes, you are battling people, but you're also battling other Pokemon, and then you're kind of studying the Pokemon to collect the first Pokédex, and that's an interesting concept, and I really like it. And I read a review that said that it's great. like, the new gameplay is fresh and interesting. It's not perfect. Probably the sequel will be better, because they'll have refined some of this new gameplay. But the fact that it has new gameplay in it, and it's going to play differently than every other Pokemon game, core Pokemon game, has me thinking, yes, I will play this eventually. The only problem is that, like, after I finish Horizon Forbidden West, I don't know what else is coming out in the future, so I don't know how long it'll take me to play that, but at that point, do I play something else, or do I then just pick up Pokemon? I don't know. But the thing is that Nintendo games, they don't go on sale. So if in like 4 or 5 months I decide I want to play Pokemon, it's still going to cost like $50-$60. Because you gotta wait like a couple of years for them to make it a player's choice or whatever they call it, and then it'll go down to like 40. But that's like years away. So, and I'm probably not going to wait years. But whatever. The other reason why I'm glad I did not start playing Pokemon Legends Arceus right now is because I'm still playing Guardians of the Galaxy. And back in the before times, I could have justified getting Pokemon right now, because I would say to myself, well, it's fine, because I'll play that portably. I'll play it on the train, the bus, wherever I am. I can play Pokemon and it'll be fine. And then at home, I can play Guardians, and then finish that and play Horizon. But I don't go anywhere anymore. I work at home still, so I always play 99% of the time I'm playing my Switch on the TV. So it's not really a portable system anymore, so it doesn't really work that way. So I can't really justify getting Pokemon the way that I would have in the before times. But I am almost done with Guardians. I feel like I'm in the back end of the game. And I was very pleased to discover that after, you might recall last episode, I was complaining about the battle difficulty and how I've had to tweak it. I tweaked it back, and this past week I've been playing it, and I've been okay in battles. A couple gave me a little trouble, but, you know, I haven't died as much as I did in previous battles. So I don't know if this is a lull or if I'm just getting better at it. I don't know. But it's been easier to play. Except for this one scene where you had to use the Milano to fight in space. And you had to dogfight a bunch of other ships and then a big boss ship. And I'm not good at this in the first place, but in the second place, this is the first time in the game. This is in the back half of the game, and suddenly you're flying the spaceship and shooting at things, and I'm like, how do I control this ship? And I died like 3 times crashing into asteroids because I couldn't control the damn thing. And I just kept trying again, and eventually I figured it out. Now, I know that I probably could have gone into the options and looked at the control scheme from in there. I just thought of that now, but I didn't think of it then, and I just figured it out on my own. And I did eventually. After a few 3 or 4 tries, I eventually got through that section, and I was like, phew, now we're back on my feet. Thank you. Inside, please, no space. But it continues to be good, and I love, the story is just really good. And I love, like, the characters. It's really well acted, the script is great, and it gets you right in the feels sometimes, and it's like, oh. And also, not to be rude, but I know there's a 3rd Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out, and now I'm gonna go see that, and I'm gonna wish that it was this guy, this Star-Lord, and not Chris Pratt, because this Star-Lord is, like, less of a jackass, I feel. And he has more heart than what Chris Pratt brings to it. But that's just me. Anyway, that's it. And come back next episode, and maybe I'll have finished Guardians of the Galaxy. No, probably not, because that's just a week away, and I don't think I'm that close to the end. But I'll tell you what else I'm playing, if I see a movie or whatever else is going on in my life, so come back and find out. Bye!